Okay.
We will never speak of this again.
Today, Precarious plays
Mega Man Battle Network 2.
Can you think of any games that also combine this element of strategy with reflexes?
I think you've asked me that before. And
Yeah.
I think the answers that I had before still sort of hold true. Yeah. I mean, just any action game where you have some element of pre-planning that you then also have to, like, make good on in gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
I know that this is a common one, like everybody likes to be like, har, everything's like Dark Souls, but it does spring to mind because it's not typical that you, like, change your weapons and armor in the middle of a battle.
Yeah.
I don't think it locks you out of it. I have done some mid-battle, like, swaps before.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not, like, intended.
Yeah. Some harrowing, like, where the fuck is this in my bag right now?
Right.
Swaps.
Exactly.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. Maybe not if I can find that one pocket knife of magic.
Ooh, actually, those are both pretty good, but I can only afford one right now. Because that's an R chip, and it would combine well with the one right above it. And I have all of those, I don't have them right now, I'm not using them right now, but I have a bunch of, like, burner, what is the name of that function? Heat shot? Yeah, I have heat shot.
Yeah.
Got some fire swords as well. But I think I'm actually gonna grab this one. Ooh, I'll have to come back and buy more later. I forgot that you can buy multiple copies.
Oh my god.
Because you know what I think this is? Flame sword cuts 2 horizontal. I don't know what the difference would be. Because this says range is 3. Does that mean that it cuts to, like, 1 in front of you and then, like, 1 below that?
I don't know.
The icon matches the long sword, though.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna drop one of these in for that. And then we'll see. Ooh, actually, yes, please.
Kind of dig the pinwheels in the background. Where are we supposed to be now?
It's like, I think we are in a different country's, like, central square. Ooh, that was really pretty good, but it's also 8. That's also really pretty good, but it's 2. And I don't want to spend any of these right now because I don't know how many bug frags there are total. Oh, that's a lot of question marks. That could just be like, deals 200 damage to everything, including Mega Man.
Zeus hammer, everyone dies.
Yeah.
Takes you down to 1 HP.
Darn, there are probably enough bug frags in the game to not make this a stupid purchase, right? I'll get 1. It'll be fine. Yes, I am. And I'm not gonna regret that because I've gotten so much use out of just my piddly recovery 10 asterisk chips. I think 80 will always be a pretty sizable chunk of Mega Man's HP. Even if I get all the way up to like 800 hit points, that's still like 10% of your HP. Have it back. I'm even gonna save the game. I'm such a rebel.
Have you ever, speaking about being on a different country's internet, have you ever been to any websites that were just not in the language that you speak?
Oh yeah, totally. For Armored Core, actually, all the time.
Oh yeah, I remember now. I recently occasionally Google Translate sort of helps me out. And, sometimes I'll go on to some commerce site that's, from a different country that does exports or something like that. Shopping. But recently I found, I want to say it was, I can't remember. It was a design project that someone made. I think it was the Church of Sweden.
Dang. Ugh. Now I get it.
What?
It really is just like a longsword. It just swings two. Like the one in front of you and the one after that.
Mm-hmm. I found a Swedish website. No, I heard of a Swedish design project that was a manual for, it was a first aid kit for grief.
Yes.
So it was a manual put out by the Church of Sweden to help people administer first aid to people suffering from grief.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is just the most sweet conceptual thing ever. And it has lots of really cute emotional illustrations. And anyways, I really wanted a copy because I thought, what a beautiful thing to bother to make. Grief is such a troubling subject that so many people suffer from all the time. And it's really difficult to know how to help people around you that are suffering from emotional problems like that. Even when it's not like mental illness, it's just regular grief. Like, it's difficult. You don't know how to act, you don't know what to say, and just the idea of like trying to put together a little first aid manual for that situation is like so cute. But I went to that website and it was so difficult because even with Google Translate, it was really interesting to try to figure out the meaning with the syntax all jacked up and the word choice being very strange. I think I got it, but I can't read that language. And that is the most foreign experience I've had online in a long time. But I have to imagine that reading something or trying to understand something that's in a completely different character set is a lot harder.
Okay, wait a second. I know they haven't made it out onto the big net yet. But they're in AC/DC Town.
Do you think there's one in there?
Like, I'm wondering if that's what he means. But that's so weird, because wouldn't that mean that they would had to have been transmitted wirelessly, or somebody very stupidly, maliciously went around with like a flash. Oh my god!
There he is. That's one.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Oh no, we're caught. There's no choice. Go, viruses, go! Spiky.
I was laughing, but now I am not laughing.
Go, viruses, go!
Spin your virusy webs. Horf!
Oh. Well, you got one.
He horfed on me.
Every time I see 3 of anything, I keep thinking of the 3 dragons that showed up at the end of, spoilers for Fire Emblem. Like, anytime 3 large and terrifying anything, like somebody orders 3 pizzas and I'm like, oh my god! It's the end of Fire Emblem, what are we gonna do with all that spicy stuff?
We need to put 2 of these on ice.
And then, like, other people show up and I'm like, it's Ninny and they've come to help with the pizzas!
So there was one there.
And then everybody's like, I'm so full, but we survived. Oh god, everything really does go to food for me.
And I'm going to put some of this pizza in the fridge for my son to deal with later.
That does kind of happen, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. If only Lord Athos were here to help us finish off this pizza. It was his favorite, you know.
Mm-hmm. but he left before it got delivered. Couldn't make it to the pizza party.
Poor Athos. It really was his favorite. That's canon. I wasn't making that up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know that you just gave me the secret hand sign for end the episode, but
Yeah.
I'm really embarrassed that I misread that bit of direction and
Yeah.
like tramping around in the internet for so long, for such a long period of time before I thought like, oh, well maybe it's in the devices scattered about town. So I would like to at least find the next one and
Okay.
defeat him.
Well, that gives me a second to talk about more of the thing that I love, which is food. I got 2 fantastic cookbooks recently. And
Tell me about him.
one of them is the Adventure Time cookbook.
No, it is not.
I love it so! I love it so! Because making bacon pancakes is something that I can do now.
Bacon pancakes.
And they're like high-level
pancakes.
walnut butter, you know, maple jelly bacon pancakes. Smoky bacon pancakes.
Making bacon cake.
Pancakes.
What is it actually? It's just making bacon pancakes.
It's making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Well,
Okay.
it's making, not making,
Right.
but... And then you take some bacon and you put it in a pancake, and that makes bacon pancakes.
But it's actually pancakes. Right?
Pancakes, yep.
Too early? My bad.
But it is certainly the recipe from that show that gets most stuck in my head. But, like, all of the recipes in there are really legit, and, like, some of them are complicated.
Whoa, yeah, man. I think that personally, I think it's a trap. I think it is a trap for parents. I'm gonna get blown up with a bomb. That's fine. Thinking about...
I think... Well, you finish your theory first, but...
Maybe if I just stand here, it will jump over... Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'll just skip the bomb and go straight to the source. Ah. I kind of did that on purpose, so that way I can do this.
Uh-huh. Got it.
Now that's a poor example, because I could have done that from 1 square further away, but
Why...
I didn't know that when I made the choice to stand there.
Why do you feel like the cookbook is a trap?
Because those... Like, I think that some parents, many parents, they hate their kids.
They're tired
they're
and
trying,
busy.
yeah, they're trying hard to pretend like they love them, but they don't, and they just want them to shut up and read the Adventure Time cookbook and maybe like make something nice out of it, right? Just shut up and do this in the kitchen. Don't burn the house down. Don't chop any limbs off.
Just go feed yourself.
Don't do anything that we can't undo without leaving the premises, okay? Do you understand?
No trips to the hospital or the hardware store.
Right. So they get them the Adventure Time cookbook, and then it's like, super pork, takes 4 weeks.
I love that, though. No.
Oh yeah, I'm making some super pork.
Even though you're probably...
I will have super pork.
It's probably not that... Well, I don't know. It seems pretty good. Kombucha's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anyways, I agree with that, but also I think that it is a cleverly hidden tool to unearth more culinarians in our youth culture.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, if I had gotten that cookbook when I was little, I would have freaked out.
Well, there are more things that I want to say about that cookbook in particular, but I just killed all of the bad viruses, all the bad virus navies. So we'll come back and speak to this gentleman next time.
How tidy of you. Just clean that right up.
Now if I could I just want to... There. No, wait, now I'm too close. There. No, wait, that's still too close. Perfect. This is the perfect talking distance.
I see you.